Meet KaRon, today's To-Be-Wed who wants a unique menswear style suit.
I knew I wanted to wear a tuxedo. I have no clue if I want a ready-to-make suit or a custom suit. One place I've been seeking inspiration is from the film The Great Gatsby. When I started this process, I wasn't even thinking about what I wanted to wear. I was so focused on everyone else. I just want to stand out a little bit and compliment Natalia as best as I can.
Will she commit to the fit?
I am nervous and excited. Before this, I was just shipping stuff to my house, trying it on in secret, sending it back. So this is gonna be a lot simpler. I love the orange. I love these shades of blue that I see.
I definitely see her wearing velvet. I definitely see her wearing green and something that really just sticks out and just looks very clean.
If KaRon decides today that she wants to go in more of a custom route, can you tell me a little bit about what Bendel & Keep can provide for her?
The fun thing about custom is that it's whatever you want.
You ready to head to the rack?
Yeah, let's do this.
So we've got some options for you here from Suit Shop.
For my bride's groomsmen, the goal is they have to wear a black tuxedo. One is a man, 3 are women. They have completely different styles, completely different shapes. It was really difficult to find a brand that had suits for men and women that were reasonably priced. And Suit Shop was one of the brands that I found. I think I'm gonna try on this burnt orange one first, just because it's the most extreme.
Asaya, are you in the wedding party?
I am in the wedding party. I just found out that I would have to wear a tuxedo.
You'll learn a lot today too.
So how would you define the difference between a tuxedo and a suit?
It's really all about the facing on the lapel. So the lapel, that's this part right here. Usually in a tuxedo, it's satin. The tuxedo is all about changing the facing and the level of formality of it, and that just like elevates it just from a basic suit. I think for KaRon, because you guys are wearing black tuxedos, I think she should be in something that's really, really different.
Wow.
Okay.
It feels a bit tight here, a little bell bottomy. I'm thinking of like, doo-doo, doo. I can't close this.
Okay.
I do like the double pleat because I think the single pleat, I look like a duck a little bit.
It is a men's jacket. So in order to accommodate the chest and button properly, the shoulders have to be really big. The color looks really, really good on you. I love it with your skin tone. I don't know though, that next to all your bride's groomsmen wearing black tuxedos. The level of formality of your wedding, I'm not sure that that's the one.
This is a great starting point.
I know you were really interested in velvet.
Oh yeah.
And so I was wondering if you might want to try this on next.
Yes, let's do it.
So actually, if KaRon really wants one of these suits from Suit Shop, but wants it to really fit them, what are the options there?
The sleeves might be a little long, the bust might be a little tight, the shoulders might be a little big, but those are all things that a good tailor and a great tailor could really help you with.
Oh, you fancy.
Okay.
That's looking like a fatty, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
we're giving zaddy.
Okay.
I understand why you love this color. It does look stunning on you.
I agree. I do love the velvet.
One really nice thing about velvet is the sort of depth of the fabric, and it photographs really, really beautifully.
Are any of your groom's bride able to wear velvet at all?
I already gave a lot of leeway. I have to think on it.
Does this feel like the Great Gatsby and truly KaRon style that you're going for?
We're getting closer.
We're gonna talk about this double vent, my friend. We are really gonna talk about this double vent.
What's the difference?
So you see how right now it's a little bit like a shelf on your tush. You see on my jacket, the single vent, anywhere there's a seam on the jacket, I can open up that seam and I can make it bigger or smaller depending upon what's required.
Yeah.
Like right now in this double vent, you need more room, but there's nothing I can do about it because it's a double vent. There's no seam here for me to open that up. You see this little dimple right here in the shoulder? Telltale sign that the shoulder is too big. Oftentimes in suits off the rack, the sleeve is just way, way too long because the shoulders are too big. So this shoulder is getting closer, sleeve is getting closer, so we're just getting closer in general. We'll get you there. I'm gonna have you try this black tuxedo on, and I wanna talk about some of the pluses and minuses of the way this fits.
Ooh.
Okay, okay. This is the first jacket you've tried on today that you can actually button. It's big enough in the waist, and that's gotta feel good.
Yeah.
You're not getting some of that telltale like bunching right here. The way that the shoulder seam is just framing your face just like this, straight up and down.
Yeah.
You see that? It's not angling out like this. That said, there's all kinds of other problems with the suit. It's too big in the bust. You see all this extra fabric right here? So if we made this a little bit more narrow here, now relax your arms to your side, you see, it's still too bunchy right here, but it starts to fit you a little bit better. I'd want to take this in a little bit and just make a sort of much more lean and mean suit. Let's talk about the jacket length. You buy something in the women's department and they usually make the jackets much, much shorter because it's a little bit more about hips and tush, right? If I invented a suit made for like the most masculine human, I'd be making it for Superman, right?
Yeah.
And Superman has
Broad
big, broad shoulders and a nice narrow waist.
Yeah, triangle.
That's not the shape of you. You're the opposite triangle. You're like this. So if I put you in a suit like that with big, big, broad shoulders and a narrow little waist, you're never going to be able to button it. And it's probably going to have the opposite effect of like making you feel like super strong and powerful and handsome.
One thing I do when I go to stores, I try on a suit jacket. Sometimes I do like this to see like how much space I have in these armholes, right?
So you see all this extra fabric right here?
Yep.
Now look at my jacket and you see how there's no extra fabric right there? Looks a little bit cleaner and a little bit more crisp. When I grab this, now cross your arms. You can feel it's tighter, but it's gonna look a lot better.
Okay,
Beauty,
gotcha.
beauty is pain. I don't wanna make it so uncomfortable that you can't do this, but I hope you're not doing a lot of this on your wedding day.
No, I have to dance all night, so my hands would be like...
Nice.
Wow.
Okay, okay.
That's good.
How do you feel?
I like this color.
Yeah, this color is really nice on you. Yeah.
I agree. I think this really pops on you.
I want to pin this on you so you can get a better sense of what we'd really be going for in a custom fit for you, okay? Watch this line here, okay? You see how it starts to get a little bit more narrow?
Yeah.
And it doesn't look like you're wearing your dad's clothes?
Like magic.
Look at your vent.
Yep. Flat.
Yeah. These are just too wide at the bottom. Just make it a little bit more of a slim and trim pant.
When we spoke before, you mentioned that you really give a lot to others and don't necessarily spend as much time on yourself. And I'm curious how it feels to have all of this attention on you.
Yeah, it's a lot. I said I wasn't gonna cry. I'm not crying. It feels good. This makes it a lot easier.
Someone's cutting onions in here.
How do you think Natalia would feel about seeing you in this color?
Oh, she'll probably cry. She's very loud. So she'd be like, oh my God, I love this. She just always likes to see me dress up and see me happy in what I'm wearing.
Let's get you measured here. Do you want to assist? You want to help me out? You want to get
you.
involved here?
Yeah.
13 3/4.
13 3/4.
That's right. All right, shirt neck. Don't suck in right now, okay? Jack. Give me the biggest flex you ever made. Go.
That's it.
Whenever you're ready.
I'm slim. This is it.
15.
Slim arms.
So let's talk a little bit about the facing of the lapel. So the most classic is to do satin. Another thing that you could do to sort of make it even more unconventional is not put any facing on it at all and do the whole lapel in velvet. 1 button closure, or do you want to do the 2 button closure?
2 buttons, but I'm only gonna button 1.
You've got it. Yeah. you know the suit
Was
rules.
that a trick question?
No, you know, you were just testing me to see if I know that you never button the bottom button.
You never button a
You
button.
hear that, folks? You never button the bottom button.
True.
So these suit shop options that you tried on earlier range between about $150 to $300, but they definitely would still need tailoring. What about is the cost difference between getting one of these suits tailored and doing a custom suit with bindle and keep?
For any suit, I think you should factor in an additional $200 to $300 for tailoring. Bindle and keep suits start at $11.95 for a 2-piece. Jackets in velvet start at $16.95 for the jacket, and trousers start at $3.98. Unlike, buying something off the rack, is that when you go custom, at least with us, the alterations are free for life. So whether you want to alter it, 5 times before the wedding or 20 times 5 years from now, we're always happy to take care of it. It's just built into the cost of the suit.
Quite often we go to weddings and we assume, sometimes rightfully so, that people want to see the bride's dress. And so those costs, they don't even come up.
Yeah.
I want to have that same experience that she's had.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think as people who are masculine of center that we have those moments.
Everybody has a right to feel really, really good looking on their wedding day.
These two are speaking to me.
Yeah. I mean, so this is the exact one that you tried on. I thought it just looked amazing on you. This is a wild card.
It has kind of a similar tone because it's a red-based purple to the orange that we talked about earlier.
I think that purple would be would be really, really special.
The blue is speaking to me. I'm in love with the blue.
We've talked about some off-the-rack suits that you can get tailored, and we've also talked about custom options that are truly made for you. Are you ready to commit to the fit?
Yes, let's commit to the fit. I literally walked in here thinking to myself, I'm gonna go get a double-breasted green top and green pants. We came up with something different. It's literally gonna feel like something out of a book or out of a movie. I've never seen anyone wear that color. This process made it seamless. It made me a lot more comfortable. I'm happy that we were able to narrow into what really makes me feel good and what's gonna feel great on me. The advice that I would give to another masculine of center person is, this is your wedding day. You wanna look your best, you wanna feel your best. And you wanna make sure that whatever you're wearing expresses who you are. If you're like me, you've been to the women's section growing up, you've been to the men's section, everything feels maybe somewhere between 20 to 90% right in terms of the fit, in terms of the colors. You wanna be as beautiful and confident and seen as your partner is on that day. I feel like this suit is authentically me.
Comment below if you've considered a custom suit. Subscribe to The Knot for more episodes of Commit to the Fit. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time.